Good morning, everyone. How are you doing, my loves? These are my doggots. We're just hanging out in our bedroom, just chilling. I can't let them out too early because they start screaming every time my neighbour walks past with his dogs, and then it disturbs my neighbour next door who don't get up early. It's about 6 at the moment, 6 something. What have I got to say today? My friend and I were talking about just what's going on in the world, or not specifically what's going on in the world, but how we can both feel the energies, the collective energy, and how it's quite overwhelming. Yeah, because we're sensitive, and what to do about it, how to navigate all the world events in a way that's true to ourselves, in a way that contributes something to the peace and to the harmony. And I've been pondering about it since. I feel that the only thing I can do, is like Gandhi said, is be the change that I want to see. And I've been sort of turning the lens inward for a long time now, probably since 2008. So, and I also know my inner world is a reflection of the outer world. And I feel with all the work that I'm doing, that I'm continuing to doing, my outer world actually, in spite of everything that's going on in the world stage and the political stage, my world itself is actually very soft, it's very sweet, it's very friendly. Like, even though I don't really do much and I don't really see anyone, when I do go out, like, everyone I see, it's just custom here to greet everybody. Buenos dias, ¿qué tal? It's just natural. And that's the first for me. Like, I never used to greet anybody, definitely not in London, but even when I was living in community, I was not so open and friendly with my greetings to strangers. And I smile more now. I smile more now since I've been living here. Whereas before, I think I had my resting bitch face on. And I remember when I lived in community in Costa Rica, a medicine woman came from Colombia, and she was saying about how we can all contribute by adding sweetness to the world, by offering our smiles to each other, to strangers. And at the time, I just thought, I don't know how to do that. I would like to do that, but I really don't know how to do that. It felt like I just had this stiff mask on all the time. Yeah, and it's little things like, if I've got spare change and someone's asking for change and I give it to them, it's like, yeah, of course. And likewise, if I'm sitting on a park bench and someone comes up to talk to me, yeah, of course I'll talk to them. And the times that I've done that, I've had such lovely exchanges with the local people, practicing my broken Spanish. And actually, it proves to me time and time again, it's not the vocabulary, but it's also the openness and the energy that we feel from each other. Yeah, and I've always had lovely exchanges doing that. So I guess that's the only way that I can contribute to what's going on, is just to stay soft and to stay open. And yeah, and by doing that, I really believe in energy. I believe that everything's just made up of energy, even though we look like solid beings. If you put us underneath a microscope, we can see the atoms and the cells all dancing, inside, and it's all frequency. So that being the case, the more that I'm able to just be myself and be open and be soft, that has a ripple effect. And that we don't know really what impact we have in the world. But I know that even from these little posts and from the comments I get back from my friends, that it's had an impact on them. So why it got it with the same logic is like, you know, me smiling at someone or having a little conversation and them having a conversation back, it has an impact on me. So vice versa, it must have an impact on them in that way, in a very small, human, tiny way. It changes something. And this, what's it, 8 billion of us now. So if there's 8 billion of us, if we all did that, that would be amazing. So that's all I want to share today. Thank you for listening. I love you. See you tomorrow.